You're gonna do what you want, when you want to, and how you want to do it, and don't let anybody tell you different, okay? Yeah, that's right. You're ridiculous. Hey guys, what's up? I am back. Yes, your friendly neighborhood senpai is back. And should I say friendly neighborhood K senpai or just friendly neighborhood senpai? I'm not really sure. If you're new here, hello, my name is K senpai, and I make cosplay videos as well as other random things, probably having to do with my cats, but maybe throw a little BTS on there and we're all good. So a fun few little things to know about me. I'm obsessed with BTS. I have 4 cats now, which if you haven't seen my last video, it talks about how, hello, I adopted 2 kittens. That's one of them. That one is Matcha, the little girl. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out. It was a really cute video. It was just kind of a chill, just fun cat video. So if you like cats, go watch my video. And finally, 3, I have a speech impediment. Probably, I'm not sure, and I'm not actually diagnosed with a speech impediment, but I feel like I have one and I think it shows. So just as a heads up in case I mess up on every single thing that I'm saying, because that's normally what happens. Yeah, I have the same pillow as Gabby Hanna, and yeah, we're just gonna roll with that. Oh my god, speaking of which, my fiance absolutely hates Gabby Hanna. Like, I can't even watch one of Gabby's videos in the same room as her without her saying, "No, it's her, turn it off." And I want so bad to do a video of Holly reacting to Gabby's music video, because it's not actually going to be one of her videos, so it's not going to be the same kind of Gabby, but I think Gabby's songs are actually really good, and obviously I like Gabby because I'm subscribed to her and I watch her channel. And yeah, I just think I really have been trying so hard for like months to convince her to do this video with me, and she will not have any part of it. But maybe if you guys really want to see it, then maybe I can convince her. So leave a comment if you really want Holly to react to Gabby Hanna. Person who hates Gabby Hanna reacts to Gabby Hanna. Yeah. I keep telling her, I'm like, it's a really good video idea. She just came out with a song recently. Why won't you do this video with me? It's fine. Yeah, anyways. After this long intro, I'm sure you guys are probably wondering when I'm going to start actually talking about cosplay and stuff. Well, let's start now. So obviously by this title, I'm going to be talking about why I cosplay. I've been cosplaying for about 9 years, so I'm going to also be talking about why I keep cosplaying, and I'm also going to be going over some misconceptions and just kind of rules that aren't really rules that you have to follow for cosplay. So yeah, let's get started, shall we? So let's start out with the term cosplay is for everyone. It's kind of a broadly used term that's supposed to encourage everyone and anybody to be interested in cosplay. And I think it's a really great thing, and I think that the cosplay community trying to push this idea is really good. But it's just kind of a thing that people say and don't really do much about. For example, shout out to Aki Dearest. She came out with a video about a year or so ago. I don't actually remember the timestamp, but it was called Dear Cosplay Community. And I think that she put what I'm probably going to be saying in better words than I can, but I also wanted to add a little bit onto it, and considering that the problem is still ongoing, might as well add another video to YouTube's pool of videos. So one of the quotes that I pulled from this video, and I can't memorize worth shit, so I'm just gonna be reading off here. So a quote that I pulled from the video, it says, "You can dislike a person's cosplay, but the continuous war on who can and can't cosplay based off of their looks, body type, or skill level is all the reason why anyone would not want to be a part of it." Yeah, I think that's really well put. So let's dive into that specific quote a little bit more. So based off of their looks or their body type, that kind of is what my main goal of this video is to educate people a little bit more about cosplay and to kind of expel some myths or preconceived ideas. One that I want to start with is being overweight or being too skinny. I think both of those categories bring their own troubles. You know, it's a human body. Grow up a little bit. When you see someone who's overweight, you don't need to go up to them and tell them that they're not good enough just because they're fat. Same thing goes with a skinny person who maybe you think that they're a little bit too skinny and you tell them that they need to eat a cheeseburger. It doesn't really work like that, and I personally have experienced the overweight end with people commenting on my Kaneki video or my Kakashi video that I'm too fat, I'm too ugly, or perhaps this Kaneki looked like he ate 20 people. You know, obviously, you're not really supposed to let comments like that get to you, and, you know, a strong part of me doesn't really let it get to me, but maybe on days that I'm not feeling so strong, and maybe those comments just sting a little bit more, it kind of sucks that there's still a lot of people like that, just kind of roaming about the internet, just finding things to make fun of, which I guess is the whole point of the internet, to kind of bring together everybody from anywhere and they can find anything. So maybe people who are a little bit less open-minded find your photo or your video or see you at a convention and they decide to be assholes. It's just really frustrating, and it doesn't just stop at being too overweight or too skinny. People get made fun of for not being muscular enough. People discriminate against people of other skin colors cosplaying as a character of another skin color or race. You know, you have no right to tell somebody that they can or can't cosplay something just because of their skin color or their ethnicity. It's just really sad. And for example, disabled people, like anybody kind of falls into this category of being discriminated against when it comes to cosplay, because if you aren't perfect, then you're supposedly not doing it right. You know, for disabled people, if you see them at a convention and you feel like you need to ask them 20 questions or go up to them and make sure that they're okay, I mean, not everybody is gonna want that. And just read the vibes and be respectful. If they don't want to chat, then they don't want to chat. And especially if they have a service dog, shout out to Molly Burke. She's one of my favorite YouTubers right now, actually, and she goes into depth of why you should not touch a service dog. Yeah, just don't ask to touch the doggo. Don't try and get the doggo's attention. Just let the hardworking doggo do its thing, okay? It's pretty obvious when a dog is or isn't a service dog, and if it seems like that they're focused and they are doing their business, don't mess with them. Don't even try to get their attention, just leave them be. Now, when I started getting into cosplay, I was kind of influenced by these preconceived rules that were about cosplay, where if you were too overweight, you couldn't cosplay as a thinner character. You could only cosplay as the bigger characters, which are few and sparse. There was lots of things back when I started cosplaying. It was 2010, around there. Yeah, it was a different time. So when I first started cosplaying, I'll put up a picture here, but I did Deidara. That's the white way to say it. Deidara, and the reason why I chose Deidara is because I didn't want to buy a wig because I had really, really long blonde hair and it wasn't my money I was spending. I'm in like middle school, so I don't make money right now, and my mom is paying for everything. So for my first convention, I begged her to buy me tickets to the convention. It was a really, really tiny one, and I went with a group of friends. I ordered a cosplay online. I didn't get the wig because I wanted to use my natural hair, and I either wanted to cosplay Ino or Deidara, but I didn't like Ino's character just in general, but also I didn't like her outfit for the first season of Naruto. Then for like Shippuden and stuff, she was too revealing for me because I was overweight and I was not comfortable with that. Now, you can cosplay characters that are thinner than you are technically, but it's all depends on how comfortable you are. So if you're a person that likes showing off your body, better to you, okay? But at that time I was not, so I decided to be Deidara instead. And that kind of got me into the realm of cosplaying as a different gender, which I didn't really think about too much because I just kind of grew up in a very open household. My stepbrother at the time was a drag queen, so I was just very used to cosplaying as a different gender. But as I've gotten a little bit more attention on YouTube, not much because I'm still a very small channel, which subscribe and like this video, go watch my other videos, and so I can get monetized because I'm not monetized. I don't meet the requirements yet, YouTube, help me. But where was I going with that? I lost my train of thought again, guys. Okay, found it. As I've gotten more attention on YouTube, I've figured out that a lot of people have a problem with a girl dressing up as a boy. Wow. No, I already kind of knew that some people might not be a huge fan of seeing one of their favorite characters, Kakashi, actually being a girl, having a really, really high voice, but that's just what I do for fun, and that's what I choose to do, and if you don't like it, then you don't gotta watch. I'm gonna pull a Manny Anue and say if you don't like it, don't watch it, okay? Yeah, a lot of people get bent out of shape that I'm a girl and I'm cosplaying as boys, and to that, I say I do whatever the hell I want. And that's that. That's all there is to it. Cosplay is meant to be fun and creative and exciting, and you get to connect with people that share the same interests as you, especially at conventions. So I just do it for fun. I don't feel comfortable dressing up as a girl in cosplay. That's all there is to it. That's my preference. If you have a problem, don't watch. Back then, I probably would have cared a little bit more what other people think, but now I'm kind of just to the point where, oh, that sucks if somebody thinks that, but I'm not just gonna change. And another toxic part about the cosplay community is that there's a lot of different stigmas besides just how you look, which, surprise, there's more. Some people get really upset when other cosplayers buy their costumes, which that is a reasonable thing to get upset over if they're entering a competition or a contest and they say they made it, which in all actuality, words, they didn't. That's when you can get all bent out of shape because it's not fair to people who actually put hours and hours of hard work and dedication into their costumes and then try to win an award for it. That's different than just buying it and just throwing it together. But other than that, I feel like buying your costume is 100% okay, especially for people who don't sew like myself. It's a real lifesaver because you can get the base of your cosplay the majority of the way done and then add on extra details and make it your own and make it a little bit extra so it fits your style. And speaking of style, not every cosplay is gonna look the same, and just because your friend wants to cosplay the same character as you, you shouldn't get all bent out of shape over it. I feel like I'm saying that a lot, but I've experienced this, and I believe Akidera said this in her video too. She wanted to cosplay as the same character as her friend, but her friend convinced her not to because she was not confident enough to stand up for herself and say that she wanted to cosplay the character. And she ended up not having as much fun. It's kind of the same principle. If your friend really is against you cosplaying the same character as them, then maybe you should dive into a little bit more of why it's such a big deal. It's not like prom or anything. If you show up in the same dress, there's gonna be drama. It's really not that. If anything, it's just to connect even more with the other person. And it doesn't mean that one costume is better than the other, depending on how it was made, or how it's put together, or who is wearing it. Every cosplay has their own personal charm, and I mean, sure, some are probably very visibly better than other cosplays, but not everybody should go pointing that out. Yeah, boo-boo. Yeah, it's toasty. He was in the window. He toasty. And, you know, cosplay can be kind of sexual in nature, which I'm pretty sure the majority of people are familiar with, and that's what they think of automatically when you think of cosplay, but it's generally not sexual. There are just a handful of cosplayers that do the sexy cosplays because they're more popular and show more skin, and that's just how it is. Of course, there are other costumes that get plenty of attention, but most of the time, it's just if you show more skin, you get more attention. I wish that could just be done away with, but obviously things don't work like that, and people are still gonna have their opinions, so I would just say don't let it get to you. It's really not worth your time to be upset over something that somebody said. It's just really not worth your time. Now, even though cosplay is really expensive hobby sometimes, I still really enjoy it, and I feel like everybody should try it at least once. Because that way you can get a feel of what it's like to be a literally different person for a day. It's kind of weird to me when I go out in like conventions or public in cosplay. I haven't gone out in public in cosplay in forever, unless I was like with my friends or it was for a challenge or something. But it's very awkward to be out in public dressed as Kakashi, for example, and everybody just staring at you. But on the flip side of that, you get to meet a lot of great people, and I honestly love the attention. I like the attention when I'm in cosplay, but when I'm like this, when I'm just me, get the hell away from me. I am an awkward person. I'm a sheltered soul. I don't leave the house very often unless I have to. So in cosplay, I'm definitely more sociable than when I'm not in cosplay, which I think really helped my self-esteem. And I remember the first time somebody asked me for a picture at a convention, and I was so freaking happy. And it was only my second cosplay that I've ever done. And like 2 or 3 people asked me for a picture, and I was just so freaking excited that somebody wanted my picture. Because you see people walking by with all their amazing costumes, people are stopping them, asking them for pictures, and I'm like, oh, I wonder if that would ever be me one day. And then it happened, and I was so happy that I kind of just got addicted to that a little bit. Addicted being used loosely in this sense, but I just like the attention when I'm in cosplay. It's really fun, and you get to talk to a lot of people, and it just brings out this other sense of like confidence when you're in the costume. and the wig and the makeup and everything. That's kind of the same feeling how when people put on makeup just to feel comfortable, and it's kind of like their armor, as Nikki Tutorials would put it. But that's kind of the same feeling that I get when I do cosplay. It's kind of like my armor. I can be somebody else. I don't have to be me. I can just escape for a little bit, and that's that. And the more creative you are with your costumes, the better. If it's a gender bend, or if it's a crossplay, or if it's completely handmade, or if you bought it, just any sort of kind of personal touch that you can put on the cosplay makes it 10 times better. And for me, at conventions, as long as I have a good group of friends, I generally always have fun at conventions. Friends make it or break it for me. And yeah, I think I should probably wrap up this video. I'm running out of time, and I tend to talk a lot in these videos. Let me see if I missed anything. So basically the gist is, if people say really negative and just shitty things to you online or to your face, just know that it's coming from a place of hurt and that you shouldn't take it very seriously at all. It's not worth your time to be upset over something that you really don't need to feel bad for. Life still goes on, and pretty soon, in a week or two, you will forget all about what that terrible person said to you. So the basic gist of this video is treat others with respect. If you think that somebody might possibly be offended by something, or if you think it's mean to say, probably don't say it. You're allowed to have your opinion, and I'm not saying that you can't, but if your opinion purposely hurts other people, then maybe just keep it to yourself. Because you don't know what that person's going through. You don't know if that incredibly skinny girl dressed up as Hinata is going through some kind of life thing and just wants to have fun at a convention. You know, you don't need to tell her that she needs to eat a cheeseburger. You don't need to ask her why she's so skinny. You don't need to ask her if she's sick or if she's okay. I mean, that's what their friends are for. That's what their family is for. If you're just meeting them at a convention, that kind of stuff just shouldn't be talked about by a stranger. How would you feel if somebody came up to you and said, "I don't like the way your hair is, it sucks"? Okay, why does that matter? It's exactly how it should be. It doesn't matter what other people say about you. That was a really bad, example on the spot, but I'm terrible with words. You guys know already. Doing gardening outside. Stop! I need to do my outro, I'm running out of time. I think they're far enough away, you can probably still hear them, but in case you can't, great! If you happen to be in a similar situation as me, and you are overweight and people are telling you that you're not good enough, or you happen to also like cross-playing and cosplaying as the different gender, then I just want to tell you one thing. You are beautiful just the way you are, and don't let anybody tell you differently. It really helped me when I stopped caring about what other people think, and sure, it might get to me sometimes. But generally just let it roll off. It's okay. You're gonna do what you want, when you want to, and how you want to do it, and don't let anybody tell you different, okay? Yeah, that's right. Okay, so the gardener is back. Sorry for yelling. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. He wants to get away now. Subscribe to my channel if I haven't already said that about 5 times. Yeah. Go follow me on Instagram and Twitter at xxksenpai. And yeah. Boo boo. Boo 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 boo. If you have any suggestions for what you want me to see, if you have any suggestions for what you want to see me do in the future, I'm talking. Let me know. I was thinking about diving into my past cosplays, talking about convention stories, and the time that I dressed up as Fiddlesticks and almost got mauled. So let me know what you guys want to see. And I'm pretty sure that is all for now, so thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. I have captured him again. Bye, Bagheera. Oh, he lost his collar, by the way. I don't know where it is. I'll find it eventually, but you stay here, mister. You're gonna yell at me the whole time. Come on. He's just like, why are you doing this to me? You're ridiculous. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye! You good boy. He's like, put me down.